8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I think it's still morning, yeah? I know some of the second shift. I don't know if it's morning or afternoon for you, but thanks for joining today. And I know you're a little bit tired, but thank you for being here. And what a day it is, yeah? What a day. Having the honor to host here, together with the local team and together with my colleagues from Chicago, a grand opening of our new facility here in Franklin is just amazing. And it is a day to celebrate, and I'm very pleased to have Steve Olson, the mayor of Franklin, and Julian Bradley, senator, joining us today. Thanks for being here. And I think you all know, making this happen, it's all about trust, partnership, and finding people you can work together with. And there's a lot of people to be thanked a day like this. And I will mention a few, and if I forget somebody, please, it's not by intention. But of course, it's the city and state's officials. We have to appreciate their support all along the project. I know for Senator Bradley, the groundbreaking was his first groundbreaking event. He still had the hard hat in his office. And the mask. I'm a little bit disappointed that this is not the first ribbon cutting and opening, but I can live with that. But thanks for being here again. A big thanks to the South Suburban Chamber of Commerce. I know you're here, and I know my recruiting team and the team here really appreciate everything you do. Of course, we have the local police and the fire department, and all the city leaders, starting with the mayor here, but also engineering, planning, inspection, economic development, permits, everything you have. It's been a fantastic journey, and I was here 14 months ago on the groundbreaking, and now I'm here having the honor to cut a ribbon and starting a new chapter of SNC's Franklin history and SNC history. And I didn't hear a peep. There was nothing. There was cricket. Jim and Steve, I never ever experienced a project spending $15, $20 million and nothing went to the side that it was elevated up to management. It's just hats off for everybody, being able to manage this. And I'm looking at Steve, Mark, you're an amazing facility leader. But of course, you also picked great partners. And I want to recognize the great partners who made this possible. Bukacek Construction, Granau, Zimmerman Architecture, Faith Electric, and Cushman Wakefield. Sorry if I didn't pronounce all of those correctly, but you know who you are and you know what you mean for us. So thank you for making this a great, great project. And again, I want to thank the SNC people here in Franklin. You kept everything going. This was not a distraction. This was just an adder to what your everyday life. And I really appreciate that you kept focus on our customer, kept focus on what's important, making sure we keep not the old building, but the building number 1 and 2, you kept that going. And we were able to do this in parallel. Well done. And again, this is all about celebration today. And also to look back. If I look back on my career, there is a couple of things that would stay with me. And things like this are when you open up a new facility. And everybody who's been part of it, I want you to be proud and really remember this day and remember this project, because this will be with us for many, many years to come and generations to come. So please feel proud and give everybody a big round of applause for everything you've done here. And by that, I would like to welcome our mayor here, Franklin, Steve Olson, and that will be followed by Wisconsin State Senator Julian Bradley. So again, thank you, and great to have you here.
Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. I usually get the strap caught on my glasses, and it usually falls and makes me look silly, but I can do that all on my own. For those of you Franklin residents, thank you for working hard for the success of SNC, because that effort causes things like this to be built. You think about $15 million or $20 million investment by S&C goes directly to help pay for those services that not only the company but you as taxpayers receive. Unfortunately, you're seeing the benefit of that with the road being rebuilt in front of the building. I apologize for that for now. You're going to love it in another couple of weeks. So that's what this kind of investment helps to pay for. It also helps to pay for the school districts, the police and fire service. Do I mention fire service? The fire service that's so important to all of us. So this kind of investment shows another dynamic in a dynamically growing community that we're so proud of. And I'm exceedingly grateful for the leadership of Anders and his team. More business coming out of Chicago, moving to Wisconsin is what I'm all about, specifically moving to Franklin. So thanks, Julian, State Senator. But more than just being a business here, you're a good business. You're a good partner for the city. Anders mentioned that no peep of any problems moving up to his level. I didn't hear any issues either, which is even more important because that means that Anders and his team and Gus and Dave and all the rest of the management hired great contractors to do a great job for you, and the planning was done properly and the implementation was even better. So with that, I congratulate all of you on the success in the opening of this building. I look forward to another groundbreaking in a few years when, don't put your thumb up yet, when Anders announces that the headquarters is moving from Rogers Park to Franklin, Wisconsin. Thank you very much. Have a great day. State Senator Julian Bradley.
Well, good morning, everybody. First of all, Mr. Mayor and Anders, can you come up for a moment? Can you both come up for a second? There's a thing I do, because I'm one of the younger members of the state legislature, so I can't do an event, especially something this big, without a selfie. So we're going to get in front here. We'll get all you guys in the background. We're going to do a selfie. So those will be up on social media later today. Make sure to follow me, team follow back. Okay, with that, first of all, congratulations, right? As Anders mentioned, this was my very first groundbreaking. I still have my hard hat. I begged to keep it after the event because I wanted to put it in my office as something to commemorate being a new member of the legislature and being able to share in such a big moment for my community. This expansion is a big moment for the community. The mayor talked about what happens with that tax revenue and the impact that bringing this company's expansion to Franklin will have for the community. We all know that here in southeastern Wisconsin, this is a great place to live, work, play, and raise a family. And by creating additional great family supporting jobs, I just want to give the management team another round of applause for the investment here in the community, because this is awesome. And I'll just briefly touch on, because I'm not an expert on everything that you guys do, but I know what you do helps keep our grid reliable. And if you haven't noticed, it's been a little bit warm lately. So on behalf of the larger people that inhabit this region, we are very appreciative of what you do to keep the power on, to keep the blackouts off, and to keep the air conditioning running. So thank you for that as well. Go ahead. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a great honor to be here. I'm excited to be part of the ribbon cutting. I wish it was my first one, but it is in the top 5. And I'll probably try to take a piece of the ribbon back to the office with me as well. So thank you all. Congratulations on this great accomplishment, and thank you for continuing to invest in Wisconsin, specifically right here in Franklin. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve and Julian. I don't go by titles. I feel that we have a connection, and you can call me Anders. But thank you for that. Not sure about the moving the headquarters here. I think when you start to see a little bit more of the interrupters deployed in Wisconsin, we can start the discussion. That product is globally loved. The product produced here is loved globally, but it seems to have a less impact on the local communities here. But we love it. We love it, and most utility love them. No, good. It's great to be here. I have a long speech, but I'm not sure I really need it. I think we covered it, but I do want to reflect on Franklin and the importance of Franklin as a utility, or as a unit for us here in SNC family. And there was discussion about Chicago and Franklin. There's no discussion about that. We invest in both. So it's not either, it's both. I think that's important to remember. And the reason why we can do it is because you, Team Franklin, has delivered on everything we give you. The whole transition from PQ and energy storage business back 2019, 18, 19, getting the interrupter. You took it to heart, you made it a success. The team continued to give you more opportunities to grow, and you took them and you deliver on them. So that's why we're here today. We took a decision to continue to invest in you, in Franklin, to make sure we can grow together, and not it's either or, it's both. So thank you for taking that, making that happen, and thank you for letting us continue to grow with you here in the Franklin community, which I know it's important for both of you. So the growth has been tremendous. If you could look back, 2017, 2018, we were 40, 50 people here. And if you look 6 months ahead, we would probably be above 200 people. And again, it's just delivering on your commitments. And as I said, today, our business is growing, and this investment here is about $20 million, and it will help us to achieve the growth we see in the market. But it will also help us to become even better in what we do and being truly a world-class integrated manufacturing. And also reduce our business risk, because what you see behind me will help us reduce the risk going forward. If something happened here and something happened in Chicago, we have a backup. But I think even more important, this investment here will bring more opportunities for Franklin team members to learn and see more aspects of our business and truly have an end-to-end view on how a product are formed, designed, and produced. So I think that's a fantastic opportunity to create that, I would call it critical mass, and have an opportunity to grow, being it in production, being it in engineering. Franklin, I think the next coming years you will continue to see people coming in here, and we will add team members, because we have this critical mass and we have this view on an end-to-end, and how can we continue to develop our team members and make sure people have a meaningful career. So this is a 55,000 square foot facilities. As I said, bringing more than 50 people when we're done. We have, I think, 30 open positions in addition to that. I heard that we were getting 15 or 20 new team members coming in here. But that's an ask also I have to Steve and Julian. We need to make sure we get the help to attract people here. I drove in here, and there's a lot of hiring, which is a good problem to have. But truly, it's a problem, and that's another thing we need to work together to make sure we make Franklin, this industrial park, an attractive place to work at. So that's another ask I have from you. I think also this, as I said, I think this investment here will continue to strengthen our internal collaboration. It will move Franklin closer to Chicago and Chicago closer to Franklin, because you will have commonalities, what we had before. So I'm looking forward for that. And I also think this will open up opportunities for further engineering, product development, and resources here in Franklin. which again is just a great career path and great career opportunities for people to have. And also when you touched on it, both of you touched on it, the importance of what we actually do here, to actually have products and technology that can bring an electrical grid reliable, perhaps even more resilient, considering everything what happens around us with storm weathers and so on. And this is really what's happening here. And everybody knows that getting available power and reliable power, it's really the backbone of everything we do. And that dependence on electricity as a source of power will just continue to grow. With that, I mean we have a tremendous opportunity to continue to be a crucial player in this transition towards electricity as a source of power, and making sure our customers can invest and doing the right thing to keeping the grid up. And again, I think another part here which we have to reflect on is being an employee-owned organization, being an ESAP as we call it, and our commitment to our team member and our commitment to excellence, that goes beyond our product. And I couldn't be here and talking to you all without saying safety is our #1 priority and our #1 focus. And it's truly our license to operate. And we always prioritize safety for whatever we do. And I mentioned before, I think secondly, I truly believe, and I know my team believes, and historically we always believed, that team member development and having meaningful careers is an important part of who we are and how we operate as an employee-owned company. And there is opportunity for everybody to have a meaningful career at SNC. And again, I think this expansion is just another opportunity for you to continue to grow within SNC. And with 111 years old, of experience, we know that our team members, you who's sitting there, are our most greatest assets. And we understand the value of having an SNC culture that makes you feel belonging and being part of something bigger, and seeing, and that they actually have a value what we do here. So I really appreciate that. I also want to share that we actually was announced, or we won Best Workplace for Manufacturing. We didn't win, we were top candidate, #2 one year, and I think top 5 next year in the large category, which I think is a reflection. And that's feedback from the team members here. There's not somebody external coming in. It's really pure feedback from the team member. And this is something we don't take lightly. This is something which is important, and something we need to work on every day, every week, every month to become better. Because in the end, we will need your help to attract people to make sure we can continue to grow. Again, I just want to thank everybody for being here. It's a great day to celebrate. Thank the city, the state, all our partners to make this opening possible. And I must say it looks fantastic. And I can only wait to see what it will look in full production. I love that they start the production and with the pencil cups here, but I can only wait to see how this will look in full production. And I know it's tight of space in there, so this will be a great overflow capacity here. So looking forward to see when we are up here, a couple of months. But again, thank you for joining today, and thank you for making this possible. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.